ERC, quality service since 1972, repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
You've clicked on the Weather Xtreme video from ABC 3340. I'm Brian Peters, and we're glad you're with us this morning. Let's take a look at some Skycam images to start the day. Here's one of my favorite shots down from Demopolis, looking down the Tombigbee River, and we see a barge down there just heading around the bend. And how about this wonderful sunrise shot from Mount Cheaha? Of course, both shots we see a few clouds. Clouds hard to see down there at Selma as we look at the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Looks like kind of quiet down there, and the river relatively flat. Bertha has done very little in the last 24 hours, having moved almost nowhere, stationary. Here's a little closer presentation of that storm, and she's not looking too good. It appears sitting over that one spot, she's upwelling some cooler water, and that is helping to dissipate the storm just a little bit. The National Hurricane Center is forecasting her to actually become a tropical storm probably later today. And that, of course, I'm sure would be welcome for the people of Bermuda, as she remains just a little bit to the east of that island. On our national map, we have a cold front that is approaching and produced quite a bit of showers and thunderstorms across the central part of the U.S., from the Great Lakes area down across the mid-Mississippi River Valley and down into Oklahoma. Looks like that will be the focus for showers and thunderstorms today. And here comes our trough. We talked about this one yesterday, and the trough should be heading on by later tonight or early Monday, and that should pave the way for some drier air. In the meantime, it's rather warm over the eastern half of the country, but notice that is some cooler temperatures in the Rockies. We haven't seen temperatures that cool for about a couple of weeks at least. Here's a closer look at home, and you can see temperatures across central Alabama generally in the 70s this morning. Once again, I suspect a few spots will report temperatures perhaps in the upper 60s. Radar showing the showers along that front this morning, and again, hopefully with the humid air mass we have, we will see showers and thunderstorms kick off, and that could mean as much as an inch to an inch and a half of rain for some locations. But just like yesterday, not everybody will see a rain event. This is a showery situation. And the Storm Prediction Center outlooking an area from central New York down through southern West Virginia, a little bit of Pennsylvania, and a little bit of Virginia for slight risk of storms today. That's along that front, but in the more dynamic portion of it. All right, here's the 06Z GFS model run. And this is the 500 millibar pattern for Monday at midday at 1 o'clock. And you can see the trough has rotated or is rotating by Alabama. That should mean drier air moving in, and GFS indicating that we should be rain-free tomorrow. And I think we'll stay that way through the middle of the week. Here's the surface map for Tuesday. While we do have the lingering frontal boundary still there, certainly it looks like we should have some drier weather, at least with dew points down around the lower and mid-60s, which will be a nice change. For Wednesday, the pattern seems to get a little flatter, and we develop a ridge once again. And generally, it looks like it'll be dry for central Alabama. That dryness seems to continue on into Thursday. And then by Friday, we're seeing another trough off to the west, and that's good because that's keeping the heat at bay. And the old frontal boundary does seem to show up on the map on Friday, and I think you would want to put back in scattered showers for Friday. The picture becomes a little cloudier on Saturday as we see that trough over Canada is beginning to take shape. By Sunday, it is plunging into the Dakotas, and then by Monday, it is over the eastern half of the country. And that's good because that will certainly keep us out of the heat and keep us in the possibility for showers over the weekend, and especially as we head into the following week, and give us a pretty good chance of rain. And, of course, we are still in a situation where we could use that. All right, let's go out into Voodoo Land, and I'm not sure I really buy the GFS here. This is a pretty sharp trough for the end of July. This is the 24th of July. That's a pretty sharp, high-amplitude trough. You just don't see that too often. And certainly looks like a cold front, perhaps a rather vigorous one, moving through around the 23rd or 24th time frame. And then the pattern does flatten out in response to the development of a pretty strong ridge over the western half of the country, a 594 height contour there, up over Colorado and Utah. And that would be translating into scattered showers across the southeastern U.S. Well, that'll do it for this Weather Xtreme video. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you doing that. James should be back with the next edition tomorrow morning. And if you get a chance and you're interested in storytelling, come to the Helena City Hall, 6:30 p.m. Monday evening. I'll be on the program as one of the storytellers, along with Dolores Hydock and Sarah DuBose from Montgomery. Hope that you have a great Sunday, and God bless.